Alright guys, so we are back with a game 2 tiny friendly casted game between Grungy and Crimson. And Grungy sticking with Persia, down here in the green trunks. Well, up here in the light blue trunks we have Crimson. So Crimson going to play hefty barracks opening and a single outpost to follow up. While Grungy going for 2 villages on 1 barracks to begin with. Which is interesting. I don't know what the plan is here. Going 8 tent. Single barracks to start with. He hasn't actually finished the second barracks yet, so but he is going to add more. A10 is on the way, and it really is quite nice for units like Spara. Although Grungy going to lose that first one, it does give him a bit of a tip off as to what style Crimson wants to play, and it's going to be a bit of a similar opening to the last game. Quick great all. Where's Crimson's villages? Oh, they're building. They've got top hats. Couldn't see him. I thought he'd only had the 1 villager for a sec. But he's even gone for an instant age 3. So that's how quickly he wants to add in berserkers to this composition. Not give Grungy the chance to go for range. So there is a bit of a deviation here. I think he did go for 1 or 2 villagers last game first. Grungy's really varied up. Hasn't added much production at all. Just barracks so far. So now that he's got Silver Age, we're going to see a lot of immortal camps in queue. But has he got enough to defend? Because if Crimson notices, Grungy might be screwed here. Paid labor's on the way. Well, been activated and shield wall's on the way. But I don't know if shield wall's all that great and tiny, considering you're going to deal so much melee damage, or be faced with so much melee damage in this game mode, while your Pierce, the Norse player's not really going to rely on Pierce. But Grungy's going to have to really cram out these immortal camps, because he doesn't have a lot here, and Crimson could just look at shoving and just having his villager finish the stables. Because the dog support means that it's very hard for Grungy to actually back out here, and on top of that, the town centre is mostly going to be focusing on the dogs. Oh no, it's even just focusing on the barracks right now, which is bad for Grungy because right now he hasn't got any immortals out in the field. That's immortal camp's not actually finished. Crimson looking to tower the mid-map if he can. Just slowly chip away at all these buildings, but Grungy's finally got access to immortals. He's only got 34 population. Crimson's got 60 in play, plus war dogs. 18 of those. All the war dog upgrades too. And a good number of outposts. And there's berserkers. But Grungy starting to get his immortal production out. Even going to get a workshop and his age 4. So he is going to have the war wagons quite quickly. His aid tent's going to offer a bit of healing and a nice little concave here. Grungy really needs to get a bit of zhuzh here. There's nothing. No immortals. They're too late. Even a Magus, more of them. But unless they're focusing down on Berserker to convert, I think it's over. Crimson's managed to shove fast enough that the immortal rush not quite viable in this instance. So perhaps the early game a little sloppy maybe. And I mean Grungy had a half built immortal camp for ages then and started building another one. But GG. Crimson manages to overwhelm, even getting temper on the way. Hasn't even opted to go for his chief. He's that confident he can just shove. The Grungy. I think really got 5 production buildings on the go. At the moment, things aren't really looking all that crash hot, and GG.